Hello everyone, I'm back with my another video lesson for you all, and I know it's been a long time since I was not here, but I have come with a lots of material for you all, and I hope you will enjoy that. By the way, in today's lesson I'll tell you my 6 best online teaching softwares. So without any further ado, let's get started. On number 6 spot, the application or the software I've got for you guys is called Skype. Skype is a versatile software that you can use for online teaching. You can teach any kinds of subject on Skype, such as including English, including mathematics, or any other subject. The best thing about Skype is the quality of voice and audio and video call is really amazing. The downside of Skype is that you cannot use any sort of annotation there, which means that you cannot draw on the screen for your students. You cannot even share the PPTs on for students, and that's the reason why I put it on the number 6 spot. But on the other hand, you can easily share your screen, and the screen sharing quality is really good. I have tried it millions of times and it worked amazingly well for me, especially if you're teaching some adult students maybe above 13 years old. It will be much easier for you to teach on Skype because that is very convenient. Making an account on Skype is very easy and you can easily log in there. You can use it pretty conveniently. So that's why I put it on the number 6 spot. On number 5 spot, the software I've got for you guys is nothing but Cisco WebEx. Yeah, Cisco WebEx is nothing but a very amazing software. It works tremendously well on slow internet connections as well. It gives you a good high quality audio and video conferences. You can have amazing meetings on that. But the only downside of this software is that it works on it works on slow internet connection, but the downside is that it works on better computers. It might make your system a bit slow when when you're running it on a low-end PC or a low-end laptops. So it might give you a bit of trouble, but if your computer is about like 8 GB RAM and Core i7 or Core i5, it might not give you a lot of problem. It will work smoothly, but when it comes to the low-end PCs, it will give you problem. So you have to keep in mind that you should not be using a low-end PC when you're using this software for teaching online. So if you're starting your career and you have a good PC or your laptop, then you should definitely go with this software. It provides you good high-quality audio and video calls, and also it provides you a wonderful screen sharing option. And it provides you sharing PPTs, documents, PDF files. You can share anything with your students, and the best thing is that you can also do annotation on the software, which means you can draw on the screen and your student will be able to get the point much more easily. So this is our number 5 spot. Let's move to our number 4. Okay, so now on number 4 spot, I've got a really wonderful software for you guys. It's a Chinese software. The name of the software is Tencent Meeting. Or if you go and search for this application on Google or maybe on Play Store or App Store, you will have to search for VOOV. Yeah, VOOV Meetings. It's really an amazing software as far as the quality of the screen sharing concerned, the quality of the call concerned. It works on slow internet as well, low-end PCs. It's really a great software. The only drawback is you cannot draw on the screen. You cannot do annotation. Actually, on the newer version, you can do the annotation, but your students cannot do the annotation. But if you talk about WebEx, you can do that. I mean, even students can do annotation. These students can also draw on the screen. but Tencent Meeting only allows you to draw on the screen, but it doesn't allow your student to draw on the screen. That is a bit drawback, but overall it's a really good software. The screen sharing works really well. It even works on low-end PCs, so that's why I put it on the number 4 spot. So guys, on number 3rd spot, I've got a really nice software for you again, and that is called Xylink. Xylink is again a Chinese software like Tencent Meeting. You know, Tencent Meeting and Xylink are the 2 Chinese software. So especially if you're teaching a Chinese student, so if you want the classes to be more convenient, then you may choose one of these softwares, and both of them work tremendously well. Tencent Meeting has a drawback that your students cannot draw on the screen, but on the other hand, Xylink does remove this barrier and try to make the classes more convenient for you. You can teach much more conveniently there on Xylink, and your students can draw on the screen. You can do an annotation on the screen, and it brings a lot convenience for you and your student. So Xylink is on the 3rd spot of this list. Yeah, I know this is the spot that you guys have been waiting for very excitedly, and the number 2 spot, the software I'm going to talk about here, is Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is one of the best softwares I've ever found for online teaching. The only reason why I put it on the 2nd spot is basically that it is a little bit complicated to log in there or to teach, you know. It might be a little difficult for anyone to go on this application and start teaching, because the process is a little bit complicated there. Although if you are aware of this Microsoft Teams, then it is completely okay. You can do that. But for your students, it might be a bit complicated to go and start making an account there, and especially if they are from China. So then it might create a lot of difficulties for them, because that is in complete English, or their server might not allow them to get access to that, you know. So that, in my opinion, it's a good software, by the way, because the audio and video quality is amazing. You can do annotation, you can draw something on the screen, you can share PPT, you can share documents, and the best feature of this application that other application except Skype does not have, and that feature is caption. Yeah, you heard it right. If you open this option, you know, in your call, then you will be able to make your student understand with the subtitles, which means if I'm speaking something, those words will be on the screen. Right, so it is like a movie. We are watching a movie with subtitles, so if we don't understand exactly what the teacher is saying, we can understand through those subtitles. That really makes this application stands out, and that's why I put it on the 2nd spot. So guys, on the first part, the application or the software I've got for you guys is called Zoom. Zoom is really a versatile software. It works tremendously well on slow internet connection, on high-speed internet connection. It works on your low-end PCs and high-end PCs tremendously well. Yeah, of course, if your network is good, it works even better. But it even works on your low internet connection. I mean, it should not be really, really low, but it should be a decent internet connection, and it works amazingly well. Now, one thing I like really much about Zoom is that you can draw on the screen. Your students can draw on the screen at the same time, and you can do background blur. Right now, I'm using Zoom to record my video, okay? So you can record videos, you can send them to your students, and you can share PPTs with your students. You can share your screen and make your students watch a cartoon maybe, especially if you're teaching a Chinese student, that will be more convenient for you because they can use Zoom too. I have been teaching on Zoom for a very, very long time, and I've learned this software works the best in every kind of situation. So that's the reason why I put it on the number first spot, and I think this software really stands out. So that's all from our today's video. I hope after watching this video, you will find online teaching more convenient and much more efficient. So learn English and learn with convenience.